CeeCee, CeeCee, give me bass. CeeCee, you work with bass. Give me bass. CeeCee, you work with bass. Give me bass. CeeCee, you work with bass. Give me bass. You work with bass. CeeCee, I see your face on the cover of a magazine. Flawless, flawless. I love CeeCee when you put that makeup on your face. CeeCee, give me this. CeeCee, give me this. CeeCee, I see your face on the cover of a magazine.
Already starting her shit. Okay, apparently. Okay, that's fine.
You started the shit.
I didn't start anything.
All I did was bend down to get my
I
drink.
just know you look like that was a struggle.
I was gonna shit talk somebody. I'm not falling for it. Don't you have a show to start?
Ew, do you hear her? What is going on, y'all? Y'all know who this is. Y'all know we about it, bitch! We got shit to do. Hiya. Hola. Y'all will have to forgive me.
She gotta be modest.
I gotta cover up
She gotta be
for modesty purposes only.
You saw the topics, right? Oh, you didn't pay attention.
No, I didn't pay attention to the topics.
Ellen Grant picked it. Mental health and mental illness.
We did
awareness.
it last time.
And that was a while ago, but she wanted to talk about it.
Okay, well, we'll cover a couple of things. So we're going to cover a couple of things. All right. We're going to wait till there's a couple of people getting up in here. Okay.
A couple emails more.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't know how many emails we
3.
got. Oh, that's it. That's all we got. We got 3 emails. So, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what we got to do. We got to submit those emails. If you don't mind, you know where to put them in. There you go, right there at the bottom, right down there, where you can put it in there. You know, I would really appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. I do appreciate you.
It's not for the Lucy's.
It's not for Lucy Butts. But you know what is for Lucy Butts? Boop. It's your mama's babies. It's your mama's babies. I love mama's babies. Oh, I got Lucy down here up on the floor, and she's staring right at me. It's because, you know. She wants a candy. Look at her eye.
She's so precious.
My sweet love. You sweet baby. Okay, we got another one. I know it's been so long. It's only been a couple of weeks. That it has been.
You know, it feels like months and years to them since you don't come out.
Girl, I know. It feels like months and years to me.
It's like, oh.
A ship hit the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, yeah, a Navy training ship or something like that.
Well, who fucked up?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, how you... Okay.
So who messed up on the training? Who messed up on the training? Because that's what I need to know. Because I was like, it was a training ship. So on the Brooklyn Bridge, is that what they really trying to do out here in these streets? Well, in these seas. Okay, so that's what they're trying to do. Got it. Yeah. Do you see how beautiful and shiny her hair is? It looks so beautiful and so shiny.
I was trying to find it.
What?
It was a Mexican ship headed the wrong way.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, a Navy tall ship.
Officials are investigating what caused a Mexican Navy tall ship to veer off course and strike the Brooklyn Bridge on May 17, killing 2 sailors and injuring more than a dozen others on board. Videos shared online captured the train and vessel, blah, 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 sailing towards the iconic bridge. I don't know what the fuck that says. I don't know what the fuck that says. Which connects the New York City boroughs of Brooklyn and Manhattan. The ship's 147-foot masts, which were shining bright with decorative lights, couldn't clear the arch bridge and was sheared off upon impact. Naval cadets dressed in white uniforms could be seen dangling from the ship's cross beams. Meanwhile, are you laughing? That's not funny.
I know it's not, but it was just the way it is. Like they're dressed in white, dangling. Like.
Meanwhile, bystanders at one of the suspension bridge's bases, located near New York City's South Street Seaport, fled in terror. Of the 277 on board, 2 were killed and 22 were injured, including 3 who were seriously hurt, the Mexican Navy said on social media. Our thoughts and prayers are those affected by the @Seymour_MX training ship, blah, 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 incident at the Brooklyn Bridge. The U.S. Ambassador in Mexico, Ronald Johnson, said in a post on X. That was a long-ass sentence. We are monitoring closely and are in touch with the government of Mexico via SREMX to provide support as necessary. You have our full support.
Well, that's...
All right. The cause of the collision is still under investigation. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
I seen the videos and everything. That was like really tall. I'm like, how did you not realize that was not gonna?
I don't know. But there's a picture.
I know. That's why I was like, how did you not realize that wasn't gonna just cause a problem?
I don't know how they pronounce the name of the ship, but that's what happened, y'all. That's what happened. I don't know if y'all can see that clearly, but you can see from like right here is where they were like, is where they didn't clear it.
I mean, thoughts and prayers for everybody. That's sad, but
yeah, that's crazy. Yikes. I hope everyone's okay. Well, at least now we know what's been going on. What else has been going on from here? Let's see. One person arrested following a drug bust in Illinois. Huntley's move to shut down Trump's store up on Route 47, making regional news.
You can go into this and you can see.
Funeral home puts wrong man in the casket.
Oh.
Then tries to tell family they're the ones mistaken.
Oh. How you could? Yeah, that's some fucked up shit.
You know what?
That's just.
A California family is accusing a Compton funeral home of putting the wrong man in their loved one's casket and even dressing the stranger's corpse up in his suit. But when loved ones confronted the funeral home, a work tried to convince them that they were the ones mistaken, according to a lawsuit. Amanda Hunt said her family was traumatized when they arrived at the Harrison Ross mortuary to say goodbye to her uncle Otis Atkinson, only to be greeted with another man wearing his clothes. It was a guy laying there in my uncle's suit, but it wasn't my uncle. It shouldn't have happened. I didn't make arrangements there to see the wrong body. When the family asked a mortuary worker for help, Hunt said the employee insisted that the stranger in the casket was her uncle. It wasn't until she insisted that there was an error and provided a picture of her uncle to the funeral home that the employee admitted to the mistake. Hunt said it took 3 hours for the mortuary to fix the mix-up so her uncle could finally be laid to rest, but the image of the stranger in Atkinson's suit is still burned in her mind. It's hurt. It hurts. I still think about it. That's something that's never going to go away to view the wrong corpse. She lamented. I still can see the guy. Elvis Tran, a attorney representing Hunt, called the mortuary's actions outrageous and showed them the business needs to change the way it operates. For them to come in and see the wrong corpse and for the mortuary to deny that it's the wrong corpse and then need proof that it's in fact the right person. We just think it's just a basic standard of care that they messed up on and that they really need to improve their ways so they don't do this to another family.
Could you imagine? like you don't know what your loved one looks like.
Like, oh my God. Well, now that you guys are caught up on some crazy news, that's crazy. Who cares about Jennifer Lawrence? Let's see. No, 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 no. All this the rest is just political shit, and I don't do political.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So, for today's topic, it was Ellen who actually brought this up to us. So, just to give a little background, this is what she says. Okay, so I deal with anxiety, depression, and here lately I've been snapping at my family. I don't mean to do that, but I can't get control over it. And when dealing with stress and so many incidents from my past with being raped, and then my parents died and my brother was killed, then I sold my Challenger for my home, and then they giving me the runaround. I'm just ready to throw in the towel. God never gives us more than what we can handle, honey. I know it may seem like a lot, and at times it is. At times it is. You need to understand something is that you got to compartmentalize, and then you got to realize, okay, deal with the shit that you can deal with now. The other shit that you can't deal with that's out of your control, don't worry about it until you actually get to that point to when you can. Until then, ain't shit else you can do. My God, my nipple is like, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold. My goodness. Okay. But I do have my iPad. Yes, I don't need to know what time it is in Paris. Thank you so much. Okay, where's my there? Right there. Breaking all the nails. But you know what? For these to be press-ons, they lasted quite a long time. This is almost a month.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we like that. Well, look at that. We got 7, so we need 3 more. Sorry, 3 more. There you go, my love. Oh, my love boy, give me that big bite. Oh, really?
She's like,
Are you an ostrich dog? Lucy, are you an ostrich? Do you want to come here? Come here, come here, come on, come on. Yo, my little babies. Oh. There you go. Look at that big baby. I love my baby. There she is. Okay. Hi. That sweet girl. See, this is the perfect backdrop.
just a Lucy.
We got Mistress Lucy here. Okay, I just need about push in my boob so I can see the bottom of the screen. We need 3 more emails, guys. How many more? 3 more? You think 3 more is enough? No? Yeah? Okay. That's all she wants. Just some lovings. That's all. Isn't that right, sweet girl?
All right, because you had a hard day just yelling at everybody that was coming by, those stupid workers, huh? You had to yell at them all day. Right, baby?
She doing the most. How did you come up with her name? I called her every name in the book besides a child of God.
You want to go back out on the porch?
Okay, we'll go. Go hang out. You gonna go open the door for her?
No, I was going to see if she could open the door for herself using her thumb.
You know what?
Okay, come on.
Yeah. I like how she nestles her bizzle. Now don't you dare trip now.
How's your pretty baby?
Ew. She is, though. She is protective of me. So how I came up with her name is that I just kept calling her every single name in the book until we finally got to where she looked at me. She was like, okay, fine. I guess I'll take that one. That was how she did it. Is it Ask CeeCee LaRouge at which Gmail? It's scrolling at the bottom, baby. Let me know if you see that at the bottom. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. If we need another one, maybe I could possibly show this one. Nope, not that one. There we go. That's the one. There you go. There we go. Now we got it. You're so pretty.
So are you.
Why, thank you.
Okay.
All right. We've got 8. Do we have some more? Do we have some more? I would appreciate if we got some more.
I'm so glad that my leg can just.
Yeah. I mean, it has its uses. Okay, 9. We're 9 now. Just need one more. One more. Okay, let's bring you all just a little bit closer. Yink. Come on, she got the ballerina pointed toe. So.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
There's something like what?
This Bella is looking at her story. I said, Jesus, she takes like 5 million different pictures.
Yes. Yes. Now we got 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. Are you guys ready? Are you 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 ready?
I think so. We're getting more in now.
Yep, we sure are.
Yep, we have 11.
We do. Everybody, type in the comments. We ready. Let's do this.
Can I help you? That's right. Just put that in your mouth and blow.
You mean suck?
Blow, suck, whatever the hell you want to do.
You know what? I ain't got to deal with your shit.
So abuse.
You abuse me.
Okay.
Look, I was trying to pass her in the hallway. And then she threw her hand out like she wanted to beat me. And I was just like,
You know, you sound like his Bella. When Bella calls me and it's like, she threw me against a wall and called me a dirty F.
Yeah.
That's what threw me down the stairs. She said, get out of the house.
Okay. We ready. We ready. All right. Let's start with at the bottom. Holly says, my question is, what if someone suffers from mental health but can't afford to see a therapist or a doctor? Where would you suggest a person seek help if they are in that situation? There's plenty of um, online things that you can look into. I know that BetterHelp is one of them. I know that Talkiatry is another. That's Talkiatry. That you have low cost, and I mean low cost. There's and believe it or not, if you want to know a couple of free ones, believe it or not, AI is actually kind of coming up with that. And if you want it, look, let me tell you something. I have been messing around with ChatGPT.
Really?
Yeah. And believe it or not, it has been quite helpful. It's been quite insightful as far as like trying to get trying to pretty much talk my feelings out and probably like trying to organize my thoughts through, because that's, to me, that's where I feel like the mental disability comes in. It's just I can't organize my thoughts because I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one who goes through this, because sometimes I get so scatterbrained that I just completely shut down and I don't know how to focus.
True that you do.
So I've been dealing with that a lot. Um, so I've been using ChatGPT to kind of help me navigate through that stuff, and it's helped a lot, guys. It's kind of helped. Um, I try not to go with the pharmaceutical route because I don't do well with meds. I'm pretty non-committal. I'm non-committal. Let me tell you something. Quitting smoking has been the only thing that I've committed to so far. And it's been crazy. It has been really crazy. But yep, that's what I've been using, Holly. Kim says a lot. Um, she says, "Hey, CeeCee, miss and love you, but you already know that. I'm not sure what to say on the subject except my own story of mental illness due to the abuse of my family, loss of my three brothers, and alcohol and drug abuse I did to myself in the past years. I come from a long line of drug abusers and alcoholics, mentally and physically abusive. I thought I was a black sheep, but I think I was just born into a black sheep family. 13 years sober, and my life is beyond my wildest dreams, except the damage I have done left me with manic depression, anxiety, along with what I already had, ADHD and dyslexia. At 58, I finally gave medication a shot, and it really works. I take 2 little pills once a day, low dosage, and it keeps me level without me freaking out with anger or sitting on my bed for hours and my thoughts spinning in my head, but yet getting nothing done. Ooh, interesting. Today I'm a different woman. I'm 60 years old, I'm active, and I look pretty damn good. I work a full-time job as a blood donor specialist and also found peace in my life and a higher power that watches over me as long as I keep doing the right thing. So that's my little gift on this. If it helps anybody, God bless. Love you, girl. Wish I saw you more. Hopefully soon. Keep doing what you're doing. You are evolving beautifully. Thank you. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. It's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard out here. It's kind of gotten to the point to where it's like, girl, I have no sex life. Well, then again, I don't kind of don't have an interest right now.
That's scary.
Look, I'm trying to get these bills paid. I'm trying to get these bills paid. I gotta pay bills, honey. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's going through that. We all got bills to pay. Shit's getting more expensive. Y'all know what I mean, right? Y'all know. What is that fucking light? Do you see that light right there? You don't see it? Right here?
No.
Look in the camera.
Isn't it just?
Do you see
that
it?
is it just from the?
It can't be. It's so weird. See, like it goes away.
Well, that's has to be just the shadow effect from the lights.
Probably. 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 But anywho, whoa. I love you, Amanda, but that's a lot. Okay, Amanda says, boy, I in a quandary. My mother passed away in 2022, and on top of that, she put my youngest sister, who is on drugs, drinks, and has been a prostitute, homeless, and so much more, in charge of her will. So she's the executor. And her 65-year-old husband as second. I'm older and stable, have never done any of that stuff, and have been married to the same man for 28 years. Unfortunately, my mother blamed me for her last divorce because I left when my stepfather threatened to kill both of us in one night. I left and begged her to come with me. I was 18, had grown up with that. I had enough. But she didn't come and he tried to kill her, and she blamed me until the day she died at 70 years old, roughly 25 years later. She didn't even put my name first or my kids' names at all. However, she did split everything 50-50. Unfortunately, my sister had already taken everything out of the house, her furniture, jewelry, etc. So after my granny had been asking for the last 2.5 years for her necklace from my granddad that he had bought her years ago, the only thing he ever bought her that had value or that meant anything to my granny, and my mother had borrowed it for so long without ever giving it back when she asked. So now my sister has it. My granny is now in hospice and is 93 years old, so I decided to take my sister to court for all this stuff she has stolen from myself and my granny and my kids. Also, I'm on the deed to my mother's house. I own half the house with my sister. However, she's been putting it up on Airbnb with no money coming my way. She's giving me nothing. So my question is this. Is this even worth fighting her further? I'm not a big fan of fighting over material things after someone passes away, especially family. My sister and I have never gotten along, and I don't see us ever seeing each other again. My family's already said she better not show up at my granny's funeral. She'll be kicked out. She hasn't talked to any of us since my mother passed. In fact, her and her immediate family blocked all of our relatives. CeeCee, should I just let bygones be bygones and let her be the piece of shit she is? Or should I, for the first time, stand up and fight for what's mine and my grannies and kids? Please help me. I'm weak and have suffered 4 TBIs. I don't know what that is in the last 8 months. I've given POA, power of attorney, to my husband and son, but they still say it's my decision. You don't care for this lady. Is it worth it? No. 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 Let me tell y'all something. You can't take look at everything around me. I can't take none of this with me when I go. None of this is going with me. The only place where it's going to is Bella's. What she does with it afterwards, I have no control over that. It's material. Yes, there's sentimental value to everything, but people who hold sentimental value against things that are material is because they're attaching the memory to that object, when honestly the memory is sufficient enough. Yes, I mean, it's nice to be able to hold it and be able to, because sometimes when we do trigger memories, it comes from touch. So that's something that if I were in that situation, I would have said, I bet you could have everything at this point.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, look, I am not getting any younger. And what I'm not about to do is fight anybody over anything. But you are part owner of the house.
That I would fight for, though.
I mean, if you want to keep the real estate, I would say go for the real estate. Because that's something that can be passed on to your children, to your children's children. Hopefully the house is paid off. Hopefully the taxes ain't fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you all or just sell it, honestly. Just sell you half of the house. That ain't hard. Is that a thing?
I don't know, cause that's. I think there's.
You know what? That's a
That is
fantastical
interesting
question.
to find out.
Yep. Can I sell my half of the house? Yes, you can sell your share of a house. You can sell your half of a house even if the other co-owner doesn't want to sell.
Hmm.
However, the specific process depends on how you and the other co-owner hold title to the property. Here's a breakdown. Tenancy in common. If you own the property as tenants in common, you can generally sell your share to anyone without the other co-owner's permission. Joint tenancy with the right of survivorship. If you own the property as joint tenants with the right of survivorship, selling your share may require the consent of the other co-owner. Tenants by the entirety. If you own the property as tenants by the entirety, common for married couples, selling your share may require the consent of the other person. What to do if the other co-owner doesn't agree to sell the entire property? Negotiation. Try to negotiate with the other co-owner. They may agree to sell, buy you out, or allow you to sell your shares separately. Partition action. You can file a partition action in court, which can result in the court ordering the sale of a property. Or a buyout. You can offer to buy out the other co-owner's share or vice versa.
There's an option.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I hope that helps. That's only if you want to keep the house. Or if you don't want to keep the house and just sell your share. But if you want to keep it, negotiate. Offer to buyout. Should be too high. Anonymous says, thank you for going live today. We missed you. I missed y'all too. I miss y'all too. I do miss going live. I do. But baby, let me tell you something. When I get home, after talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking with many people, I come home. I want silence. Like my hands are tired. My feet ache sometimes. Um, you know, to sit, I love to sit and talk, but lately I've just again still trying to navigate something as new as my mother's passing. Um, because I still don't know how to process it, even though that not knowing how to process it is still a process. Um, it's still a lot of mixed feelings about it, and I'm trying to come to terms with it. I should be talking to someone about it, and unfortunately, I just don't have the money to do such a thing. And because I can barely even have all the money to be able to pay all my bills right now. So I'm trying to work on what's more important right now. And right now, it's my home. It's the electric, the gas for the car, getting to work, coming back, making sure that I at least come home with some cash so that way I can actually put food on the table. But hey, look, I still go to sleep. Ain't nobody broke into here. So, as far as I know, I'm okay.
You'll get there. It's a difficult process. It's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah. So, yeah. 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 So, Anonymous says, I have a question. Is watching porn considered a bad thing for a woman to watch? No. Does it make you randy, baby? If it makes you randy, then I guess you're going to be fine and just dandy. Ain't that right?
Sure.
Ass. Ass. Oh, child. Watch you some porn. I do. Every day.
I'm sure you do.
Every day. Don't you? Why are you looking at me like I just spoke in Swahili?
Now it's time for that.
You don't flick your bean?
What is wrong with you?
Why is she looking at me like I'm speaking in another language? This is
wrong with
English that
you?
I'm talking to her in now.
What the hell?
You don't flick your bean?
Even if I did it, my
How does one do that?
Yeah.
Because I don't have a vajayjay. So
Well, maybe when you go to watch porn, you could go watch that, and then
I don't.
But see, then your questions would be answered.
No, I'd rather ask my best friend. Because at least she ain't gonna lie to me. Those thems is paid actors. Okay? They may be flicking it all wrong.
I promise you they're not. It's the same thing probably on there.
But it literally looks like a flicking action.
You're not just going like that's not.
That's literally what it looks like to me.
You're not. I mean, that's gonna hurt. I'm sensitive.
I would kind of figure that it would. I would have been like
this.
when they call flicking the bean, I'm just like, that sounds aggressive.
But it's not.
It's, you know what? I apologize because that did sound aggressive.
Just like you wouldn't do that to yours. Just sit there and go like this. I mean, that would hurt too.
Not really. Not really.
It's so sensitive.
No.
I'm sure if you just went and just.
No.
Okay. Well,
really.
Evidently yours is made of steel.
Mine can take a beating.
I think it has for how many years?
Oh, wow. Just call me a well-worn carpet, why don't you?
No. No.
Ew. Like, seriously.
I would never say that.
Okay. What other ways are saying flick the bean?
I don't know why you call it flick the bean. It's the same thing. Like, just fucking use the word masturbate or whatever. It's the same shit.
Ew, it just sounds so clinical.
I don't know. What are you playing with yourself? I don't know what more would you.
Ew, that sounds like my
pleasuring
parents.
yourself.
That sounds like my doctor talking to me. You don't know any dirty talk for that?
I don't sit there and like, come on,
out of the many years that you have been with me, wait a minute.
I don't even, because it doesn't cross my mind. I keep explaining this to you, and you just think I'm kidding.
So there's like construction sawhorses around and just like saying, close for renovation or.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, menopause came. And then all the health issues as well.
Uh-huh.
And it just kind of it's closed right now for repairs.
Oh.
Maybe when the repairs get fixed, it will be open again.
Oh.
It's not permanently closed.
Oh, okay.
It's just temporarily closed for repairs.
Got it. Go downstairs to pet the kitty. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure, pet the kitty, playing with the kitty.
Okay. Go downstairs to get some cookies. No, I can't. You know what? I can't associate that with that. I like cookies.
I mean, it's been calling you cookies. Oh yeah, there's people who used to call it cookie. When we were growing up, there was girls who called it their cookie.
I seen what vaginas look like. They don't look like no cookie.
Well, it don't look like a cat either.
It looked like a taco.
A taco.
A taco.
Okay, call it tacos. And that way when you're eating tacos next.
I walked right into that. Just. Okay. I agree, Tabitha. You need to get rid of them cobwebs.
I have no interest.
We gotta find the right motherfucker. We gotta find the right motherfucker. I promise
God, I
you.
feel like I'm talking to Carol all over again from yesterday.
You know what? I'm not doing this with you. Carrie says. I'm sorry. Anyway, you know what? Back to that. Did you know? Did you
I
know
just feel
that
my mom would be pissed if she was still alive.
her stepmama asked her in the very most roundabout way possible if she was a lesbian?
Okay, but so what led up to it though was because we were talking about my sister, and I'm sure her had the Jordan watches, but whatever. So my sister, is now, I don't know what you want to call it, dating, seeing, playing around with whatever this 77-year-old man.
Right.
He's well off. So we were having a conversation with that, and I said that is something that I could never do because I would feel horrible, like some old man, and here he is thinking that I'm madly in love with him and I'm just using for his money.
Right.
So she had wondered, she had said, was I opposed to just that, or was I opposed to dating men? I was just like,
From someone outside looking in, I probably asked that too.
wow.
We're lesbians for each other. It's okay.
I felt like that was going to be the next question. I really did. I was waiting for it. Because then I was going to be like, one moment. Carol's got a question.
You would.
Oh, I would.
You would. You would call me. And I would be so put on the spot. I'd be like, I would have to go in my office because knowing you probably called me while I was at work.
Oh, I would because you were at work when that came up.
Wow. Wow. Just Jesse says, so recently I had a threesome with a boy I talked to and his coworker. The coworker was cute, but his dick tasted so bad. Ooh. I'm scared he's gonna ask for the guy to come over again. How can I let him know nicely? You could tell him to bathe. That's probably just swamp ass. That's probably just swamp ass. You can just tell him, hey, let's go take a shower. I would be like, let me clean you. Just let me do it.
See, no, because if you are a grown person and you don't know how to clean, especially down there,
Let me tell you something.
that should be just common fucking sense. That's nasty.
This is 2025. There is no such thing as common sense.
Well, I understand that, but that's still nasty.
Yeah.
That would be it for me. Absolutely. The fuck not. Am I going to be like your mother? Now let's clean you, honey. No. No, get the fuck out of here.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's nasty.
I never let a good dick go to waste. I'm gonna clean it.
No, because
No, but there's a method to my madness, Heather. There's a method to my madness. You think that I'm actually going to clean him and be all empathetic? Absolutely the fuck not. I'm just gonna be rude. I'm just going to be rude. I'm gonna talk about how nasty your dick smells and probably tastes. I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck you eating, but look, tonight I need that. So I'm gonna clean it. I got you. I'll do you a solid this first time. The second time, we're good. Because if you come back and you still smell like swamp ass,
personal hygiene. See, this has always been top. I wouldn't, no matter who I always made sure I was clean. I could never I would be embarrassed. I mean, but
that's why I would do it.
Like, how could
that's
you
why
not?
I would do it. That's why I would do it. That's exactly why I would do it. As somebody who does own the same set of genitalia, I can tell you that swamp ass is real, and
I know it
and
is.
I know exactly what swamp ass smell like. So, yeah, if it smell like that, then oh god, I'm sorry, but let me tell you something. What's that name of that soap that's from Mexico? That bar soap.
I don't know.
It's only sold in Mexico. I forgot the name of it. But bitch, let me tell you something. That cures swamp ass real quick. I don't know what the fuck they put in there. Hydrochloric acid or anything. I have no clue. I have no clue. Well, bitch, I would be Joan Crawford. Like cleaning a floor. When you polish the floor, you have to move the tree. Fucking Helga.
We gotta move it. No, I would just be devastated if some man was just going downtown and then just all of a sudden was like, oh, that would just be, oh.
That would fuck my whole world up.
That
so
would, because I'd be like, what is, did I not?
You did not. I would have been like, you did not. You did not.
Like, I'm sorry.
I guess, look, probably because of the duality in me. Okay? Duality. Okay, I'm speaking from the trans experience. Okay. Okay. From the trans experience, I'm gonna do you a solid, but I'm gonna treat you like a bruh right now. I'm gonna treat you like a bruh right now. Like not like we about to fuck, but bruh. I'd have been like, that bruh. You gonna keep this? You gonna keep? Bruh. Zote. There you go. Zote.
Oh, Zote.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That pink ass bar soap. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Luminol can't even trace it. So, yeah. If the dick was good, though, make sure they clean it. If the dick was not that great, you can find another one up on Bumble. Bumble, Tinder, Christian Mingle, Plenty of Fish, Satanics Anonymous. You know, all that. Pockets Mom says, just one question. I want to make sure that I was reading that correctly before I actually said it out loud.
What is it?
Just one question. Are you every wipe you're coming back to do makeup, live, and cooking?
Every wipe?
Every wipe. That. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it was typo, and maybe she was like text to speak, and she didn't.
Got it. Am I ever coming back to doing makeup, lives, and cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. I want to, like, quickly. But for some odd reason, look. There's 2 reasons why I haven't yet. I love you guys, but what I do not want to do every time that I go live is have to rehash everything that has happened so far. You know what I mean? Did you get your car fixed? No. Did you move? No. Do you still have no heat? No, I don't have any heat. You know, that, like, all of those things. And it's like, it just turns the content that I'm trying to do into that. And honestly, I'm just not in the mood. I just haven't been in the mood. I don't want to feel like a parrot just constantly doing it every single time. It's not fair to people who just want to watch and just watch the content. It really isn't fair, especially if they're not interested in my life like that.
Right. I mean, you got new people coming across.
Right.
Maybe somebody shared it.
If they're not interested in my life like that, to some people that's a turnoff. It almost seems like that I'm trying to beg for help. And
Yeah.
I honestly don't want to do that. And for those of you who have been with me the longest, you know I don't do that.
No, and then you're gonna see what you guys also don't get is that when all that starts happening, and then she gets irritated, and then when she's had enough and she's reached her point, she's going to just mouth off. And sometimes
I do.
And it's not gonna. And when it never hits a newbie, very rarely, it's always somebody who's been following it for years and or a subscriber, and somebody gets butthurt because somebody poked the bear, and then that's what happened.
Yeah, because then it ends up with other people, other commenters fighting each other.
Even though we tell you guys not to.
Yeah, even though we tell you, and when it comes to that type of shit, to where people are just being, idiots, or just people just, again, out of genuine curiosity, but someone takes it as offense or anything of the sort, to where like I said, when the content is no longer about the content, it's more about the comments.
Yeah.
It's what would be the point of me even getting on live? Number one. Number two, look, I have a very fragile state of mind right now. I don't know why. There's a lot of things that has happened, and I just don't want it to be a constant reminder. I don't. I'm trying to move on, and I'm trying to grieve, and I'm trying to get answers for myself without having to resort to public scrutiny. For once, I just want to just shut up and make silent moves. For once. In silent moves, I have done a lot of things. In silent moves, I can catch you up on this. I quit smoking.
Right.
I literally just said, that's enough.
I'm so proud of you for that.
And I'm almost done with these. Almost done with these. But I do notice that in stressful situations, this is the first thing that I run to. And I got to be careful. So I'm trying to understand what my triggers are and learning how to navigate past that. And so far, I'm not doing a bad of a job alone. And I'm okay with that. I'm trying to get there. Usually I snap back really freaking quick, and this is taking a while. This is taking a while, because usually my snapback is kind of fucking fast, but this kind of like turned my life upside down for a bit. So y'all will have to forgive me if I'm trying to find balance amidst this chaos. I don't want to constantly have to get up on live and present myself in that light.
Well, this is what I was trying to prepare.
Because then it becomes a pity party.
I tried to prepare you for this.
You did.
Many times.
You did.
And you told me, I'm gonna be fine. I'm not this and this and this.
Well,
and
honey,
that.
I was prepared for the recent shit. You know what I mean? I was not prepared for the back shit.
Right, but I told you that you could be prepared for death and you could be fine with accepting everything. But I told you numerous of times, when it comes to your mom.
Oh, you're talking about her?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm over that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I wonder.
Well, honey, I'm still a human being, and
I know.
sometimes I go back.
I just want to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, because I know how to pull myself out of it.
Okay.
That I got over. That I got over. Sometimes it's still a process. We never really completely get over it.
Oh, you never do.
Never really do. But as far as me letting it consume up a portion of my life to where I stop being productive, no.
Well, yeah, because she wouldn't have want that anyway.
Right.
She would have been mad at you.
Right.
Because she wasn't like that.
Right, because she wasn't like that. But however, we don't really have that type of relationship.
I know.
You know what I mean? We used to have that. We don't have it anymore. And I think me having that grief is over the past and not so much of what has transpired up until now. Because of that alone, I've been able to kind of have closure alone with that, because all the questions of what I wanted to ask, I did ask.
Okay.
Everything that I wanted to inquire about, I've asked. There was no mystery, no secrets when it came to my mother, especially when it comes to her feelings. There's no mystery to that. She'll let you know.
Oh, I know.
She'll let you know. She has her own way of speaking that. Because sometimes it's just a mixed message.
But you're the same way sometimes.
I am. Hence why I understand. Hence why I understand. I am my mother's daughter. You know? But, yeah, I've been through a lot.
Yeah, you have.
I've been through quite a lot in just a year.
I really miss having your page.
I do miss having my page, and nothing has come of that fucking resource.
I know. I just messaged him. He's got summer classes and everything.
That's fine, but it's just like,
I know. I just said that. I'm like,
And-
let us know.
and I need to stop because if it never happens, I don't want to set myself up for disappointment.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But we still have the LaRoue's Lounge, and I really wish we could have moved to that.
But
then again, I also understand why you don't want to start that and jump into that, and I get it. So therefore, that's why I've never been like push on it.
Right. Well, that was so much work.
It was. I get it.
That was when I tell you that I had put a lot into that page. I put in so much into that page, so many years, so many hours.
It's
so
hard.
much content and photos and brand partnerships and memories that have come through product reveals, sewing, cooking, baking with Bella, all of that gone.
I know. I'm gonna get him. I just messaged him earlier. I'm gonna keep on with him.
Gone. It's not even so much about the money. It really isn't about the money.
No,
it's
but
just
your whole life's on that page.
It's literally my intellectual property. It's literally my intellectual property that Facebook refuses to give back to me.
Which he said that technically there is a way to get to the legal side of that.
Yeah.
And he said that's the side you're not getting. He said because they could get in a lot of trouble. Because you've already written to them when you did the verify, and you've submitted documents, and you have proof.
Right.
And he said what they're doing is wrong because you're submitting you have the proof. This is your page.
I have the proof that it is my page.
So he said, especially since he said the only thing that was going is that they didn't change the email.
No, they couldn't.
Right? They can't change any of the information. My email address, the Heather for CeeCee, still listed on there. Everything is still there.
Right.
So because of that, and they weren't able to get in, and the payouts is another.
Yeah.
That's also on the legal end because they're still sending it to you, and your information and everything.
Right.
Is where your legal stance is, because now it's just like, okay, but we've told you this.
Yeah.
So he said there's legal that on the legal background that he could do like some kind of a lawyer thing.
Yeah.
And then send it. That's why he said he wanted to try that first, and then if that didn't work, then he was going to go into the back end.
I would have just went into the back end. Fuck that, because just look, if that person is able to do that for me, I want it done now. Now. That way we can get back to where we started. I could try to erase all the damage that they've already done to the page and rebuild it back. And which is going to be way easier to do because once all of that shit gets reverted, the algorithm gets completely reverted. And I'll have back that same viewership.
I want, even if I have to offer him some money to do it, I don't care at this point.
Yeah. And it's already going it needs to happen kind of soon.
Yeah.
Because of the fact is that Facebook changed their policies upon live videos. So after 30 days, this live video won't be here.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. So videos for me from April.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. They said to get in there and save.
Yep. Save them. If otherwise they're going to be deleted.
I think it was by June was the cutoff, right?
No, it's 30 days from the date that it's posted.
No, they said, shit, I have that email.
Probably June or July for the old stock.
Yeah, they said to get in there and save everything because otherwise it's going to be gone. So we need to get
back
into that page.
Yeah. Yep. So there's that.
All right, let me.
But anywho, that was all based on the question, y'all, that we went up on a
Sorry.
complete diatribe for, as if I was coming back to do makeup lives and cooking. And my answer right now at this time, yes. But I kind of need this drama that I have in my personal life to blow over online. So that way people can kind of, that's no longer the first topic of discussion when I get on a live video. Make sense? Okay. Linda says, hope you are well. Back in the day when I had time, I would so enjoy watching you do your makeup and cooking videos. Now I'm lucky to have time to wipe my ass. I get it. Have to take care of my grandson. But anyhow, my question is, you used to hang out with a few friends. Would you drive around with them in the car and do drag shows too? Don't see them with you anymore. Did they all move away? I hope I didn't hit a touchy subject, but I love you. Keep shining like the star you are. P.S. Tell Heather and Bella I said hi.
Hey.
Um,
Michelle, what's up?
no. And kind of thank God that, because probably those videos are gone too. You know, there was a lot that has happened. A lot of it happened online, and I've responded to it online, pretty much shutting it down and just,
Here.
moving
Old
the
videos,
hell on.
90 days.
90 days. So yeah. So yeah. No, they're not in my life anymore. As far as Kiara and I are concerned, we're fine. Kiara's living his life. I believe he's actually competing right now for Miss Ruby Grand right now. It's an international pageant. Yeah. As far as Kiki and Audrina, I have no idea.
Yeah, we have to get everything before July 5th.
So there you go. Carol says, just wanted to leave you an email saying how much I appreciate you. Been watching you for years. Love you, girl. I love you too, sweetheart. Anonymous says, I've recently left a domestic violence relationship with a person who was an unmedicated schizophrenic and chronic alcohol user. I learned via my own research he is a narcissist, and all of the mental and emotional abuse that dealt with during our relationship. I recently started therapy and working to better myself mentally, emotionally, and physically, and getting my life back together. What are some words of advice you have for any of your watchers who may be dealing with similar situations, especially with a significant other who suffers from a mental illness? Mark had a mental illness and he failed to even realize that. We can be real about that. Narcissism is quite a mental disability. It's quite a disability. We can call it a character trait for all of what it is. At the end of the day, it's still a mental illness, because somebody being a narcissist knows they are. Knows they are. There's no, I've never met an unintentional narcissist.
They like to gaslight you too.
Of course. There's intention.
Mm-hmm.
There's intention. Nah. That's a mental illness.
It has to be. Because how could you deliberately
do it and not realize you're doing
Yeah.
it, right? Mental illness.
Makes sense?
Mental illness. Right there. Right there. You're dealing with a significant other who suffers from mental illness. You need to understand that shit can get quite contagious. It can get quite contagious. Because it makes you question your self-worth, first of all. And what I would suggest that you do is that if you value this person and you want them to get the mental health of what they need, you would give them the space. I'm going to let you do your thing, but I'm out. If ever in the future that whatever you got going on gets rectified and we cross paths again, I hope it's more civil. Honestly.
Now the question is, would you, if that was your significant other, or
That was my
I
significant
meant
other.
like not like married, but like just like how you were, would, if it was rectified and everything was good, would you take that back?
Take what back?
That
The
person?
relationship?
Yeah.
No.
And start again or try?
No. No. No.
I mean, not just with him, with anyone.
No.
Okay.
No. Because it's a reminder. And I guess to somebody who would want to find a way to navigate around those feelings and talk about them in such a way would have to be a significant amount of trust that it would take. And it's just like trying to iron out a piece of crumpled paper. There will always still be those cracks. No matter how much flat we got it, there's still some significance of a reminder of what it once was and what it can be again if that person does not stay accountable to themselves. Because I'm not trying to hold people accountable. I'm really not. You should know better. I mean, at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, in the beginning of the next, you should fucking know better. Why the fuck should I have to make you accountable for your actions? Can't you see?
Oh, I agree.
Mental illness. But it takes somebody who is going to have the clairvoyance. Not many people have that. Not many people have that to realize that what the fuck they're doing is wrong.
True. And then some people know and they just continue to do it regardless.
Right. And again, that's still an illness in that way because now it's a fetish. Now it's a fetish. You get off on this shit. You get off on abusing others. You get off on fucking demeaning other people. You get off on this shit. You enjoy being the bully. You enjoy that shit. And there are people who do that shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is, people will be like, yeah, they admit to it, and they're like, yeah, I did that, but here's the reasons why, because you were, or you did this, this, and that, and they try and reverse it.
Right.
Oh, I hate
but
that.
again, at least I fucking admit to my own mistakes when I fuck up.
Right.
When I fuck up, I take accountability for my fucking actions. There is absolutely no need for you to bring that up as ammunition because, for one, it's blanks. I've already became accountable for that, and I've already answered to it. What you do with that information henceforth and wanting to reestablish a relationship, to wanting to establish a friendship or anything of a sort that is no longer an acquaintance, that requires a lot of fucking trust. Some people are not willing to do that, i.e. me. Because one thing that I know that has been a constant in my fucking life is history always repeats itself.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially when you know what to look out for. When you already know because you've been there before, not trying to say that it happens all the time, but you kind of know that you've been through that situation so many times, and out of all of those times, how many times were you right? And how many times were you wrong? I'm good. At this point, I'm good. I'm good. We can be cool, but as far as me trying to put any type of emotional stock in, no. That stock's already reserved for trying to repair my shit. I'm good. For a change of pace, Denise says, what do you do to get the press on to stay for 3 weeks? I have never gotten more than a week. Aren't your hands in water a lot? Yes. Yeah, I'm constantly giving people shampoos, and not one nail has popped. Look, the ones that I broke, the fake nails are still on there. I just filed them down.
And those are the polygels?
No, these are press-on nails.
Like you would
Press
go to the
ons.
dollar store and buy.
Yeah. These
Wow.
came from Dollar General.
Well, damn.
These came from Dollar General. It's the technique that you use to apply them.
Well, yeah, your nails stay regardless.
Yep. When I do nails, they don't go nowhere. They don't go nowhere.
So I told Bella,
You will
I
fuck
miss
up
my
your
nails.
nail. You will fuck up your own natural nail if you try to get this motherfucker off if you don't do it properly. You have to do it properly. If I wanted to get these nails off, I can't just pop them off. I can't. I'm sorry. I would probably lose a few layers of nail and probably bleed. The correct way of doing that is to literally, they're shiny. So what you do is you file them to where it is completely and utterly matte. Not when you move it against the light, and if you still see that little bit of light catching up under, it's not matte enough. File that motherfucker till it's paper thin. And then when you soak it in acetone, not non-acetone, but literal acetone, 100%, you can leave it in there for about 10 minutes. Not only will that nail be able to slide right off with an orange wood stick, but so would the nail, so would the glue underneath it.
Well, except for when you do them, because my nails came off that time when I was soaking them, except for my thumbnails. It took forever to get those off.
But it came off, didn't it?
Not instant, though.
Well, no, nobody. I'm sorry.
Like a day
because
or
it
two.
took me hours for me to put them fuckers on you. I bet you 5 to 1 it's going to take you hours to get them off.
Well, yeah, I'd expected hours, but not like a 2-day process to get the thumbnails
Well,
off.
you had shifts. That's fine. You took it in shifts.
I was like,
You have 10 nails. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time, bitch.
Well, I missed those.
Look,
nails.
let me tell you
They
something.
were
Putting
good.
on some nails don't take no time at all. Because especially if you're in a hurry. The only thing that takes time is what does this bitch fit? Right? And I only use dollar store nail glue.
Have you tried the ones I got you yet?
Yeah.
The ones through the tuck chalk?
Yeah.
How are they?
They're great.
Okay.
They, like I said, nails on me last.
I know, but
except its length.
Asking me for a review, and I you haven't told me.
Yeah, I mean they're good. They're fantastic. But these are press-ons. I could have polygelled over this, and they probably never would have broken. But these are dollar store nails. These are dollar store nails.
Though.
They're not going anywhere. You know? It's all about that technique. Once that shit is matte, if you're trying to put on press-on nails, you want them to last, you have to, one, wash your hands. Wash your hands. Hot water. As hot as you can stand it. Wash your hands. And I'm talking the 20-second rule type of thing. Wash your hands. After that, do not use a towel. Use a paper towel. And dry your hands with a paper towel. Many if you need to. If you're messy like me. Okay? Then when your hands are dry, then you push your cuticles back with an orange wood stick. And then after that, you're going to file your nail with a light grit file because you're just taking off the shine. Getting off the shine off your natural nail is faster than on a fake nail. Fake nail, you be filing for about 10-15 minutes. But bitch, it'll come off. Easy. After when you do all of that, then you're going to hit it with a nail, what I call a nail primer. Because it gets it ready for whatever adhesive I put it under, whether it's acrylic, whether it is gel, or whether it is nail glue. Because it dehydrates the nail completely. Acetone will do it too, but you're going to get less wear out of them. Use a nail primer. Then you should have already all of your nails already picked out for which finger and mapped it out, right? Grab your glue, cover the entire nail with the glue, a thin layer, and then put it up on the back of the nail. which the back of the nail, you should also file. Because it's still a shiny surface underneath here. Right? You got to give it something to grip to. Then you hold it down. From the base down. It does not have to be right at the cuticle. If you put it right at the cuticle, you're going to lift. It just happens. Hold it there for 15 seconds. Not 10 like it says in the bottle. 15. You're done. That's it. Easy. Takes a minute. But bitch, trying to get these fuckers off, it's going to be a minute. So, Joseph says, what's the difference between a trigger and a choice? I don't know. I don't know. Sammy says, I'm going through a really bad thing right now. Too much going on and can't deal with it anymore. You can. You can. Talk to someone. You better talk to someone. This is the time when you need to speak up and say something, especially if you really want to continue. Nobody can really make that decision but you. But I hopefully that you'll be able to take some influence outside of your own aura and be like, you can deal with it. You got this. You're stronger than you realize. We are resilient motherfuckers. I suggest that you show it. We are all born to fight. You better fight, bitch. Don't give up. Not when you're ready. Shannon says, I remember back when you were doing like eyeshadow palettes. Will you ever do that again? No.
Not even the ones you were going to do for yourself?
No. No. No.
But you had made the perfect black.
I did.
And you were going to do more colors.
I did. I still have them. I still have the ingredients.
But that would be really cool.
That would be really cool for me to make eyeshadows again. But, you know, I don't want that to be a job.
I get it.
I did it when it was, one, I was so inquisitive. And I wanted to learn how things are fucking made in order for me to better understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Especially when it comes to eyeshadow.
True.
And I'm damn good with fucking eyeshadow.
Yeah, you are.
I'm damn good with eyeshadow. I got that.
The color schemes that you put together.
And not only that, but I look for certain qualities in eyeshadows to give me the look that I'm trying to go for without me having to put on 17,000 primers.
Well, true. You know which palettes to use, which is going to go better, which is more pigmented, which is going to bring you that light tone that you need.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
You've always been able to do that.
I enjoy doing that. Even still to this day, I still have a love for makeup.
But I think what always mind boggles me, even in the beginning when I was watching it, is how you could, like when you maybe a certain red, and you could just pick up a palette, look at that color, put it on, you be like, no, not this palette. Or pick up another one and not even do a test on your hand, just by looking at it, be like, nope, that's not it. Like you didn't even test it. You're like, not what you just knew.
Yeah. And then when I finally got around to it, I was right.
Oh, always.
Yeah. I fucking love it. I fucking love eyeshadow. I love makeup.
Well, you're a very creative person.
I miss being creative with makeup. I really do. I really do miss being creative with
I
makeup.
miss that too. Because even on your glam side, though, it was really cool to see you explore like your sci-fi, like other interests.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'd love to go back to that. I'd love to. But man, it's a labor of love. It's a labor. That's laborious.
Yeah, but you were so good at it.
I know.
Especially when you were getting to do the other looks, like the one we did with the 3 eyes.
Yeah. Like, that was fun. It was fun to flex my creative muscle for a while. It was fun. I just don't have the motivation. I honestly don't.
Hopefully you get it back soon.
I don't know. I do need to talk to somebody because
We need your motivation back.
I need something back. Because shit, when I have my days off, I bed rot. Crazy. I bed rot.
What do you think it's because you're always been on the go, no matter what, even on a day off? You're just trying to catch up?
That and everything else that I've dealt with so far. That I'm literally just sitting there trying to plot and trying to put myself in scenarios to where I could probably better the situation. To the point where I'm just in my own head.
Yeah, you're always deep in thought.
Always. Always.
You always tell when you're miles away.
I'd be a wreck if I had dementia. I'd be a wreck. I'd be a wreck. I'm an overthinker. I'm an overthinker.
You always had 10 things going on in your mind. Then you're like, what?
While 10 different things are going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And I hope I never lose that mental acuity. I hope I never lose it. God, I hope I never lose it. I hope I am this fucking sharp-witted.
Oh, I think you will be. I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. I can see you as like a 90-year-old person and still be like, remember everything you did.
Because I would not be me if that was gone.
My grandpa still had his memory up to like 104.
Yeah. Oh. Shannon goes on to say, how the fuck do you stay so damn strong in everything? It's a front. It's a front. Because, look, not even when Heather's around, I break down sometimes. And that feels so good sometimes. It really does. I'm trying to be more in touch with my emotions, and it's making me slightly more empathetic. Slightly. Don't get too crazy now. But I've softened a bit. And it's only because that I'm just vulnerable. I'm actually vulnerable. So I'm really receptive to a lot of shit right now. Really receptive. But yeah. And plus I work so much, I can't even get back into makeup if I wanted to like that. Maybe once I find that balance with work, I'm hoping so. But, every time when I thought I found balance, oh, hey, you're doing so well. You're doing so well.
Let's pile 2 more things on here.
Let's give you a promotion. And I'm just like,
I know, but I'm so happy that they are acknowledging you and a good company from where you were.
I am too. And that's the only reason why I'm even putting mental stock in this. That's the only reason. Let me tell you something. The company that I work for, I absolutely fucking adore.
They value you.
I adore it. They listen. Like they want the staff to do amazing things. They want the staff to actually make good money. They want to do these things. But what a lot of people don't realize, and I wish that people would realize it, is that in order for you to get to that level of success, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to work hard. It's not going to come easy to you because it did not come easy to me. Even working for somebody, and I've worked for myself for quite a while. And just for me to jump back up into the field of working for somebody and being under somebody else's rules is already crazy to me. It's already crazy to me. So being back in that space and just being like, okay, well, now I have more responsibility. So it's like, it kind of throws my balance off again. And then I'm trying to get back into that again. And it's like, oh my God, this is overwhelming. It's over. I can do it. I can do it. I need a minute. I need a minute. I don't say no to a challenge. But I fucking love my job. Oh, I love my job to the point where I really do care about my conduct and my appearance and how I am actually conveyed to the public. Because I want to be a damn good representative for them because they're so good to me. Yeah. Fuck yeah. So when they say quit talking about your job on social media, yeah, they're just like, okay, I'm not even going to question it. You got it. The fuck? You need your ass kissed a little bit? I got you. A little bit. I like my job. I don't want to get fired. I don't want to get fired. Yeah. So yeah. So how I stay going strong? Because at least when I leave this house, my place of solitude, my place of safety, I can go to work and know that I'm still just as safe there. Where they call me by my preferred name, where they call me by my pronouns. Where no one has been such an asshole to be mean to me in that way.
Oh yeah. Like before.
People have respect. And even though that they may feel uncomfortable, it's obvious. And it's done in a way of such curiosity, not in a way of malice.
Yeah. It's definitely a better set.
It's a much better work environment. I will definitely tell you that. Much better work environment. I love my job. Oh, love my job. So much so that I really do live, eat, and breathe it right now.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I haven't been on social media. That's another reason, because I have been so engrossed in my job. I have not got tired of it. I have not lost motivation for it. It is something that I enjoy doing every single fucking day. It makes me want to get more creative with it. It makes me want to see how further I can go within the company. Like there's career advancement. Bitch, you think I'm going nowhere? I ain't going nowhere.
What comes after your area manager?
I don't know. But I'm sure there's something there.
Would it be Trey's position or
I don't know.
Or
I don't know. But honestly, no, I would never. I would want him to stay there forever. Forever. Best boss to work for. Best boss to work. Best bosses, best owner to work for.
Every time you talk, you don't have anything bad to say about them. They listen.
Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. From top to bottom. From the top of the chain to the bottom of the chain. Just mad respect. Just mad respect. And that's a lot coming from me. That's a lot coming from me because I'm quite a non-committal person. I'm sorry. It's a Gemini thing. It is a Gemini thing. We're kind of some non-committal motherfuckers. But ooh, I love my job. Amy says, I feel like the simplest thing sets me off. I understand. I suffer from major anxiety and depression. I feel my meds are not working. The older J get, the less BS I can tolerate. The older I get, the less BS I can tolerate. Sometimes staying in my house gives me serenity. I have felt that. I understand. Oh, girl, do I understand. Amy. I understand. People are people. People are people. Yes, ma'am. I get it. I'm sorry. This is what I do. I do that too. Bitch, let me tell you something. I'm coming home.
Oh, yeah. I enjoy coming home and just doing nothing.
Yes. Just for me to sit here and just stare at four walls, absolutely. I'm great. I'm happy. If you're looking to be a little bit more sociable, you're going to get tired of it real quick. I'm a social creature to a certain limit.
She could sit here in silence. We could just sit there and do nothing except for scroll on our phones and just send each other reels back and forth for an
Bitch,
hour.
I can talk to Heather on the phone and not talk to Heather.
Yep. And we'll just be, she'll be call, and then she won't even. There's times when she'll call when she's at work, and it's not like, hey, I'm on break. She just calls and is like, what's up? I go, and then just goes about her business. And I'm just
Yes.
like,
It's her.
oh, okay.
It's her presence that believe it or not, it's your. There's a reason why I do it because it's
like, oh,
your presence is so fucking soothing.
oh, thank you.
It's so fucking soothing. I miss when you leave. I miss it because oh my god, you are my zen.
Yeah.
You are my fucking zen. You and Bella, my fucking zen. I so look forward to coming home every fucking day. Yeah.
Oh, we love you.
I love you guys more than my fucking luggage, bitch. More than my luggage. Ah. Y'all bring me so much life.
No. Thank you.
It's never a dull moment with these two.
Well, I don't you either.
With them two, oh my god. It's a hoot.
That's because you and Bella's almost identical to both of us.
Oh my god.
So it's like having me here all the time.
Yeah, it literally is.
And then when I'm around her, it's like you having you, because she'll say something and I'd be like, ew,
Yeah,
CeeCee Jr.
Yeah, don't I feel like it's like looking in a mirror sometimes?
Oh, it does. She was over, I forget what she was over, but I don't even remember what the scenario was, but I said something, and the way she clapped back at me, and it wasn't just, let me tell you, it wasn't just like the clap back, like, like just something she said that was like you. It was the whole fucking parade. It was what you would say, your movement, your face. And I was like, ew. I was like, get out of here, CeeCee Jr. She's like, and it took her a minute. She was like, what? Oh.
Yeah.
She was like, wow.
But she has your stoic face. Let me tell you something. When Heather is disinterested, Heather is disinterested. And let me tell you something. This woman cannot hide her face. I was like, can you please fix your face? Because
I can't. They tell me that at work too, like Ben and Sophie, and some of the other ones that will know if a customer starts or something. And then my face, they're like, fix your face. Selena used to come up to me and whisper that in my ear. She'd be like, fix your face.
Right?
And I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm just standing here. What?
Yeah.
Yet my mom was the same way. You could tell by her face. She didn't have to say nothing. Her facial expression said it all. That's where we get it from with my mom.
Yeah, that's you. That's you to a fucking T.
Oh, you could always tell. You'd be like, what's wrong, Mom?
But another Heather quality. She has the most beautiful resting bitch face.
Yeah, that's true. I've been told that. I didn't think that when I used to work at
Beautiful.
The Joliet one. They were like, we didn't know what to make of you when you first got hired.
If I were to look, good girl, in the very beginning when I walked past you, you had such resting bitch face.
How? Fuck off.
All right, Catherine O'Hara. How did this man expire? She was like this.
I never did the judgy look to you ever.
No, you weren't judging me.
Oh.
You weren't judging me. You were judging the menu. So, yeah, Hamburger Mary's.
But at least I tried to make a smile face.
It didn't work.
Did they ever say something to you?
Yeah.
No, I feel so horrible.
Girl.
Wait, who was it? What Hamburger Mary's? Who? No, I feel bad.
Years later?
Well, yeah, years later. Now I have a little bit of a heart. I feel bad.
Oh.
Who was it? What Mary's?
You had to place yourself? They both look the same.
No, they don't.
apparently size matters to you. Okay, so
Well, bitch, I remember each layout, so no, the fuck, they were not the same.
they were the same. Sold the same food.
No, but the layout was different, so I need to know. Each one had a different
Chicago.
layout. Okay, got it. Picture in my head. Okay, here's the bar.
Oh,
Here's the tables. All the way back there was the bathroom.
wow.
Up over this way was the stage. You had the door
Small
that come
ass
in.
bathrooms.
Oh my god! But they were pretty.
They were fucking suffocating.
But they were pretty.
Okay, I don't think pretty when I'm suffocating.
I didn't feel suffocation. They were tiny, but I felt comfortable there. I don't know. There was a sense of comfort. I didn't feel any...
It was the size of a fucking porta potty.
No, they were not that bad.
They were tiny. That location?
Maybe it was the lighting and the paint and the decorations.
Let me tell you something. I love me some Brandon and Ashley because, bitch, when they decorate, they decorate. There was no magazine unturned that they didn't put a slap of a magazine page up on the wall.
It was really, I don't know. I just always had a sense of awe. Whenever they were there, it was just something to look at.
Right, because it's so kitschy.
It wasn't like, oh, look at this decoration. Like, who, it was always really, I felt comforting.
Yeah. Pockets Mom says, did you get a new car? No. I know someone is going through a mental problem. My brother-in-law, it killed himself 4 years ago, and it seemed everything was fine with him until it wasn't. My daughter had a coworker kill himself the other day, and she said he always seemed fine, very nice to everyone. My question, how do you tell if someone is having trouble? You don't.
You really don't. Some of my kids over at the where I work, they just lost somebody via suicide. And it was same senior kid. They were all close. One was that was her ex-boyfriend, and she said none of us seen it coming. They all said the same thing. We didn't know. We knew there was off and on, but we didn't see it coming.
Or they didn't acknowledge it.
So, one of the kids said they never saw it coming. They would have no problem.
But that's how it happens.
That's scary, too.
That's how it happens. You don't know. You don't know. Not unless they say something. Not unless they say something. But again, it takes a person of that level of trust. This is coming from somebody. This is coming from past experience. You have to have a certain level of trust in someone in order for them to tell them something like that.
True.
For them to be able to voice, I feel like I want to lose it all. Like literally just say, I'm done. Do you understand? That's the ultimate form of vulnerability. And not many people have had that type of close connection to someone to where they can bare their soul like that. So it's hard.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's hard to do such a thing. That's such a hurdle despite everything of what they're already going through. Because they're just going to feel like the first thing that would happen if I open my mouth is betrayal. To where if I actually do say something, you're going to view me as other. Weak. Pity. Concern. Of an obscene amount.
Yeah.
To where it's like they want to take over your life. When honestly, sometimes it just takes someone to just intently listen without saying a fucking word. Just to let them vent or just to let them get it out. Not a lot of people have that support system.
Very true.
Not a lot of people have that support system. I understand. But you're going to get there. You're going to get there to where you will have that support system. Just keep doing you.
That's why I check in on my kids. And I'm at that bitchy like how they want us to be. I check in with my high school kids that are up front.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you good? How you doing in school? You all right? Everything's going okay at home?
Yep.
I told the one kid he was off for a while. He just something seemed off, and I'm like, is he okay? I just went to him quietly. I was like, "Are you okay, honey?" He said, "Because your job performance is slipping, and that's not like you." I just you can let us know if you're doing okay.
Yeah.
If you need something.
Yeah. But that can also be the beautiful thing about social media. Had it be in the right hands.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do you understand about the positive things that social media can possibly do? But again, people love bullshit.
Oh yeah, people live.
People love bullshit. So that's why it takes somebody to have that type of level of compassion to be able to see past all that shit and be able to spot the good in things and want to encourage that. Not everybody wants that. Sometimes people are guilty pleasures. Some people are that way and will just be around just for the drama.
Yeah.
And then you have some people who find solace in this because it brings them joy, it brings them entertainment, it brings them, but for the right reasons. Like they actually will be able to become better people because of it. And that's what I hope that this channel has provided, despite everything that I've gone through and all the dumb shit that I did too.
I think it has. I think you've always gotten those amount of emails, and even I've had a lot of your followers email to me and tell me that you don't know how much you've helped them and what they've been through, and they've been on the verge of just everything, and then they've come across your page and they just say something about you. They're just drawn to you. They listen.
Thanks.
But yeah, they appreciate you. We've used it a ton, and there was a lot more of the sincere ones more than the weird ones.
Yeah.
So you're very valued. I don't know if you know how much.
Oh, I do see it, and to the point where I can acknowledge it now. Because lately, just lately, based upon the stream of events that has happened thus far, me coming up on here, even though let me tell you something, sometimes it is very mentally draining, but to rehash some topics, especially about life events and stuff like that, and being able to talk with it in such an open forum, whether I'm being judged or not, it's kind of liberating. So this feels great just to even do this. Hence why I look forward to every other week, and hence why I was hoping to go back to every Sunday, because I get kind of bored after work on Sunday, and I would love to come back to doing this every single Sunday, but the participation's got to be up. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to, since we've been talking about mental health and stuff like that, this has been a great topic. So, yeah. So, love you guys. Anonymous says, I've been with my boyfriend for 15 years. He's been in and out of jail. The last 4 years it's been hard. I work 2 jobs. He feels he should have to pay bills because I help my children when they need help. It's been getting bad. He goes out drinking every night, then comes home and fight with me and calls me names. Do you think I should try to work it out with him or leave him? I know if I throw him out, he has nowhere to go because he has a hard time keeping a job. Okay, so going back to, I'm going to read this again because, woo. Okay. I've been with my boyfriend for 15 years. He's been in and out of jail. The last 4 years, it's been hard. I work 2 jobs. He feels he shouldn't have to pay bills. Got it. Because I help my children when they need help. It's been getting bad. So he's not contributing to the household. That's enough right there. We are living under the same roof and you are of an age and of a physical attribute, not only that, but the mental acuity in order for you to have a job, and you're choosing not to become a contributable member of this household, you need not be there. I don't like no people running up my bills. It's already hard enough in order to have another person up under the same roof that is not at least contributing to themselves to cover up their own costs of said ownership or rentership of an area. Are you serious? Okay. I'm sorry, baby. Look, I ain't too proud to beg for roommates. Especially if it can actually make the expenses that we have to deal with every single day much easier. Because trust and believe, if I did not have that drag up in that freaking room, I probably would have rented it out as an Airbnb. Probably, especially if they're cute. Because that dick might be great. Always got to think ahead. Baby, let me tell you something.
It wouldn't be an Airbnb. It'd be an Airbnb.
Sure would. Dick and Dash.
What?
Yes. Baby, let me tell you something. At the end of the fucking day and the beginning of the next, it doesn't matter. If you are living with someone who is not of your blood to the point where you can be like, I am going to take care of this person. We are not under that same type of agreement, honey, that I will take care of you. Okay? That I will take care of you when you are completely incapable of taking care of yourself. Mix squeeze me, bitch. You can take care of yourself. So therefore you can go and get a job. Because what you do in this space costs. It costs. Just for me right here, electric, rent. Oh, internet. For real. You ain't contributing? You have no business using my shit. You have no business using any of my shit. Absolutely the fuck not. I don't mind visitors. I don't mind visitors. But if you're trying to be a long-term visitor, you are going to pay the rental fee. Sorry. My mother lived with me and she paid. You kidding me? My mother lived with me. She paid her fucking portion of the bills. The minute that income stops coming in, you need to either get it together to where you get back that income, or you need to go somewhere else as a transient area to where if you do want to come back and recontribute and we're still under good terms with each other, can we resume such a relationship? But baby, this is my home. Bitch, this is my home. My home. So by myself, I need to be able to afford this. To where I can actually have some type of leniency in somebody if they miss a payment.
True.
If you miss a payment, I got you. But you miss a whole year's worth of fucking payments, bitch. We got an issue. You need to be gone. That's food? No, baby. Food is already expensive. Food is getting more expensive. I literally got to go shake my ass for an egg. For egg. If I really need eggs that bad, I'm going to go out to CeeCee LaRouge.
I mean, look, you might come back for how many eggs?
For a couple dozen. Especially if I go work at Crave. A couple dozen. You know? Jab. It's hard out here. Stop getting into situationships with somebody who is not willing to put in the same commitment. Stop. Stop it. That person has to want to be just as responsible for themselves as they would if they are in a partnership with you in any capacity. The fuck? Took me a while to get here, though. It took me a while to get here. It took me a while to get here because I was willing to take care of some motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to take care of some peoples to my own detriment. That's what we call deadbeat roommates. Those are what we call ex-boyfriends. Those are what we call family members.
I mean, you know, they were there for a reason. They taught us
Yeah.
to get you where you are today.
Yeah. I've learned. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's one thing. Let me tell you something. That has to be, again, that's a certain level of trust.
Yeah.
That is a level of trust that I now have to have because of past experiences. To where it be like, let me tell you something. Wherever I decide to lay my head next, I better be able to afford it. Weird, huh? It's so weird to look at it in such a lens as that. But unfortunately, things ain't getting no cheaper. Cost of living has not increased much.
Depending on where you're at.
Hell, if I was making this type of money right now in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
I'd have a condo.
Nice.
I'd have a fucking condo in Tokyo. Can we open a Supercuts in Tokyo? Because I'm going. When I tell you that I will be lot lizarding to get my passport. Just to get my passport. Absolutely. And now that I'm at the point to where I really won't need these as much, that flight's going to be a piece of cake. Bitch. Because had I been smoking still, that would have been a nightmare.
Oh, yeah, that was always your biggest thing.
That was let me tell you something. Being a smoker and being on a long flight is not cute.
Oh, especially when you went to Hawaii.
Oh my God, 17 freaking hours.
And then your feet swelled.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, that was a nightmare.
Uh-huh. Baby.
I mean, but it was so beautiful though, the pictures and the I think I guess that would be worth it, maybe.
I would love to do hair in Tokyo. When I tell you, I would love to do hair in Tokyo. I would love to do drag in Tokyo.
That'd be cool to see.
I would love to just bring that good old school American drag there.
That would be cool.
You know? That would be so awesome. Ugh, what I wouldn't give to fucking move to Tokyo. What I wouldn't give. Just to even live in Japan. Period. Period. I would fit in quite fucking well.
Yeah.
Quite well. I mean, minus the boobs. Nobody's got big boobs over there.
Well,
I mean, they do, but you don't see a lot of them. You gonna see a whole lot of me.
yeah.
A whole lot of me.
It's like, you know, sometimes American people, we got big boobs.
Yeah, we got some boobs. We got some boobs,
We do though.
and we got a stomach too.
Well,
Yeah, we got a stomach too. So that's another thing I'm trying to work on, that fitness.
oh yeah, because they're really.
Because baby, when I tell you that, not in Asia.
Oh yeah, they don't.
Not in Asia, baby. If I know one thing for certain, twice for sure, that if we lived in Japan, we would be skinny.
I wouldn't mind that again.
We would be skinny. We would be shopping back in the toddler section.
I mean, I've watched some of their videos and certain things look really good.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of great fucking food out there that is so nutritious, that is so vitamin laden, that is so much better. And I've tasted Japanese cuisine and I fucking love it.
I just wouldn't be able to do the raw fish and all that weird.
Yes.
No, I can't.
I'm going to say yes to all that.
Well, you, yeah, me, no.
That's fine.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Please, you're not fat, baby. By Japan standards, oh, baby.
Oh, we are.
I'm a Buddha belly.
But you know what? Buddha was loved by many, and his belly was rubbed by probably millions.
I don't want that.
You don't want millions.
I don't want. Not rubbing my belly. Rub my butt.
Oh, yeah, okay. So we'll just put your butt up
Rub
there
my
instead.
butt. Rub my butt. Just, no. That's not how I want to be immortalized. Oh my
We're
God.
gonna have the statue of you.
I do not want to be immortalized in that capacity.
You're like, everybody go by and rub her butt.
Great. I am the Killing Joke. Great. You know what? Fuck
If
off.
something happens to you, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cremate you, and your urn is just gonna be someone bending over, and then that way, every time I'm like, okay, now when you come to pay your respects, rub her butt. Then I can be like, I fulfilled your wish. Everybody came to rub your butt.
Bella has to plan my funeral. I'm just saying. Bella has to plan my funeral. You cannot.
Like, no.
It will not be up to you. It will not be up to you. If you outlive me, if you outlive me, you are not planning my funeral. By no fucking means.
No, I would be like that one on TikTok. I don't know if you've ever seen her. And she's always like, it's supposed to be like the best friend funeral. And she's like, your ex just came in. And she's always like whispering. And she'd be like, or be like, your sister thought she was giving the you. And she'd be like, that's cute. She does a whole TikTok thing and shit. It's supposed to be like best friend the funeral. And it's always like, your ex is here. And be like, or that she said something or like inside jokes. You have to look.
I will. I will have to look.
Shut fuck off. Oh, fuck.
Pockets Mom says we all don't do it now. Because we about to go eat shortly.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Ew.
No,
Why are you like this?
Because I just am.
Pockets Mom says we all miss you. Hope you come back on soon. Been watching Savannah. He's okay, but love watching you. Savannah's amazing.
Savannah's phenomenal.
But Savannah. And I am I. Savannah's approach is much more godly. Let me tell you something. I love Savannah. Hold on.
You're asking if it's his week with the kids now. Duh, dumbass. I think I'm gonna start your eulogy by saying prestige worldwide. What do you think? I just want to know where you hid my Christmas present. That's all I want to know. Once again, your mom was not happy with my song selection. I thought Staying Alive by the Bee Gees was a great choice. So I've got your phone for obvious reasons, and your boss texted and said, can you still come in tomorrow? Please go haunt his ass. They wouldn't let me sit in the front row because it's only for family, so I just stuck my chair in front of that row and made my own row. Hey, I'm just going to take it. It's not like you need an Apple Watch. I mean, what are you going to do with it? You're not going to track your movement. So instead of flowers, I sent a 12-pack of beer designated for me. That way when I leave, I can take it and mourn the right way. I told that bitch from work that you hate that she could come help bury you since she's always trying to throw dirt on your name anyway. I was just deleting messages off your phone, and I noticed that you've been texting that situationship from 2019. I'm going to delete that too so your husband doesn't find out, but just know you lied to me. They already have your job posted as an opening, and you've only been dead 2 days. Rude.
She's fucking awesome.
You have to send that to me. That's fucking awesome.
Oh my God, this is funny.
Oh, she's terrible. Julie says, I have where my scalp itches and I have white flakes. What can I use for it? Head and Shoulders. But please.
Well, there's got to be more to it.
But please. For God's sake. Please stop using dandruff shampoo as your everyday shampoo. Oh my God. Like, you're trying to fix one problem, but you end up getting another. The driest hair. Ooh, does it make your hair dry? Not your scalp. Your scalp is fine. And for some people, it works. For some, not everybody. Not just like Pantene.
Mm.
Y'all kill me with the Pantene. I love y'all, but stop putting Panthenol on your hair if you have colored hair.
I think they advertise something for colored hair now.
Sure, it ain't it.
Oh, I
It just
know.
ain't good.
Pantene's been around for years.
It just
though.
that's fine, but they've been around as long as a constant reminder of shit not to use.
VO5 swab.
VO5 is way better than freaking Pantene anyway.
Really?
By every sense of the fucking word. By every sense of the fucking
so why
word.
is it so cheap still?
I don't know. I didn't even know if they still made the fucker.
Some places still carry yeah.
I wouldn't trust it. That shit probably expired as fuck as hell. Is Vidal Sassoon still even a thing?
I don't know. I have their jeans ones.
Vidal Sassoon made jeans?
Yeah.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes, you had DoorDash, you had that one, and then you had Guess jeans.
Vidal Sassoon jeans?
It was Sassoon. It didn't say like
Sassoon, not
well,
Sassoon.
Whatever, same shit. But yes, they still make this VO5 on Amazon. That's pretty cool. Extra body. Ew, why do you hate that?
Yes, there's some cheap stuff that works just as good, but my God, if you're using a correctional shampoo, which is what I technically freaking fucking call it, anything to correct a problem, right? Not an everyday shampoo, because there are such shampoos that are called everyday shampoos, right? If that's only in the case if you have normal hair, bitch, that's a rarity. Having normal hair is a rarity these days. That means virgin, untouched hair. That's a rarity. Either somebody had a perm, somebody got it colored, somebody got it chemically altered. Yeah. Yeah. Girl, Salon Selectus was better than Pantene.
I remember that too. I'm proud.
Ooh, you ever want to get a stain off of anything ceramic? Use Prel.
Well, that's cool.
Prel, because that motherfucker is caustic.
Really?
Oh my God. Prel? Let me tell you something. If you want your entire history cleaned, use Prel.
Damn. That's what she used on us when we were younger, was proud.
Come stain up on your damn jeans? Prel. Might eat the jeans, but, Prel. Are you looking at dick pics? What?
No! I thought it was funny because it says husband of Tiger King star Joe Exotic has been deported. I was like, oh, only because it happened to Tiger King.
Joe Exotic.
Tiger King. Carol Baskin.
Oh, he was gay, wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, and his husband got deported.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, when they just got married not too long ago.
Oh. I thought he was still in jail.
He is. They got married in jail. That's why I was like, oh no, that's.
His husband wasn't in jail.
I'm not 100% sure. I thought he was.
So they just moved him to another prison?
I don't know. I just saw the thing. I didn't open it and read it.
You forgive my ignorance, but
I don't.
I don't know these things. This is why I watch movies. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why he thought he was all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah. Anyways, back to that. Stop using conditional shampoos. as an everyday thing. Use it for when you have the problem. Don't use it when you don't have the problem.
No, his husband just got released. So it said
Well, that was fast.
he said his husband got deported back to his home country following his recent release from prison.
Oh, so he did get out of prison, and then they deported him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was probably girl, but what's her face's fault too.
Oh wow.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh wow.
Just because you weren't invested in the fucking Carol Baskin shit.
Ah!
I watched the whole damn thing, and I went to the whole rabbit hole
I've
about
never
it.
watched it.
He,
I've never watched it.
The Big Cat Sanctuary, none of it?
No. No, never seen it.
So you don't...
No. Only from what I've seen up on TikTok.
They killed her husband. Carol Baskin
Yeah.
killed her husband.
Yeah, that was just like about the thing with William Shatner, but so didn't even see that.
I don't think I see that about William Shatner.
Yeah.
But I watched Tiger King.
What's the best shampoo? Chow.
Olaplex. Well, that's
No.
to...
No. Olaplex, again, that's a conditional shampoo.
I was just about to say something.
What?
Well, not the technical name for what you said, but I was going to say it's the clarifying, I was going to say.
Well, clarifying shampoo, that's, again, conditional.
Right. That's why I said I was
Conditional.
gonna say
It, again, therefore, I can't tell you what the best shampoo is because I can tell you what the best shampoo is for dot hair. You know? There's so many types that are great for colored hair, that are great for curly hair, that are great for straight hair. That's
Mitchell
great
has
for...
a variety of different hair type shampoos.
Yeah, they do. Do they all work? Not really. Not really. Just like with Matrix, do they all work? Not really. There's some that are better.
I like the Matrix.
I love the Matrix.
I think they're
But then
okay.
again, I've only dealt with people with those types of conditions, you know? I've yet to meet anybody with normal hair.
True.
I've yet. So, yeah.
Well, the lady at the dollar store was asking about who did our hair yesterday.
Right.
She wanted her hair did.
Okay. She ain't stepped in my salon yet.
I know, we just told her about it.
Okay.
I need a business
I mean,
card.
if she trying to travel all the way yonder just to me.
Well, we said also sometimes you're at Oakland, but I couldn't remember how many months. Is it
6 weeks.
every 6 weeks? Thank you. I couldn't remember if it was every month,
I may not even go back.
Oh,
Yeah, I only did 4 people.
that sucked.
Yeah, I only did 4 people,
bet
and,
you
it,
did
and
more than
honestly,
that.
it's not worth the labor. It's really not worth the labor. If they want me, they're going to have to come to me. Unfortunately, and I don't have the resources in order for me to constantly. I mean, granted, it would be so convenient because it's so close to home, but I spend the majority of my time in Glenview.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in my district, and I have to handle my district. So I'd rather be close to my district if I'm needed. That's just makes better business sense. I'd rather do it during my official working hours instead of on my day off, but getting paid. It's a waste of labor, honestly. In this field. In this industry, it is a waste of labor. You could have done that when you were scheduled. Not as you're going to cost me money just because you want to do it anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It almost feels like I'm stealing time. I don't want to do that. That's how much I love my job. That's really how much I love my job. So, yeah. You know, we've been on for 2 hours. Damn.
I know.
I love it.
I know.
This was great.
It was.
So then I'm not going to keep barking at everybody about turning in your emails because it ends up becoming awesome every single time anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should pick a topic for next time now.
Well, yeah, we should do that now. What would you want the topic to be for the next Ask CeeCee? Sound off in the comments. And then when me and Heather get back around to it, we will know exactly what to discuss for the next Ask CeeCee.
Yeah, the one with the most comments.
Yes, please.
I might pick 2 depending on what we get.
I would pick 4 and then just put a poll up and then let
I
them
did
vote
that.
from
No,
there.
but that's why I stopped doing it because they didn't respond. It would be a handful of people, and that was it.
That's enough for me.
Okay.
That's enough for me. Because it's, again, these.
But it won't work on your page. I have to do it in the group. It won't work.
Then we'll do it in the group. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. Look, at this point, engagement is engagement, period. Number 1. Number 2, if there is more participation, more would. But I'm leaving it completely open to you guys. The direction of how these videos go depends on you. It doesn't depend on me anymore. Because I can make the time if I need to. But it has to be worth everybody's time. Everybody's time, not just mine.
Very true.
I want it to be worth your time. So, because again, time is finite. And there's always something better we could be doing. So for those of you that have stuck around and watched even a little bit, thank you. Thank you. You all control how we do these Ask CeeCees. You all control it. I go based on y'all. I don't go based on me unless I go off on a tangent about that subject. So, after dark, that all depends on y'all.
I mean, we have that subject too. We didn't get that many emails.
Nope.
It was very disappointing.
And then it just veered off into another subject.
Yeah.
So, like today, everyone stayed on topic.
I know.
Everyone
a lot of people were happy about this.
This is a rarity. This is a rarity that we actually stay on topic. And thank you for not bringing up what's been going on. Thank you. Because I understand some people want to know, but thankfully people have kind of just caught up, which I'm thankful for. So honestly, guys, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Even watching. Even when it feels like that some of these conversations that we do have are almost pointless, but hilarious nonetheless. But thanks for that. And with that, I'm about to go eat because I made some red beans and rice. And it's so good. And I made it off of this was just out of my ass. Completely out of my ass. I created this recipe. I want to share it with y'all because it was so damn good. It was so damn good. I used only what I had in the fridge.
It's good. I had 2 bowls today.
Yeah, I'm about to fuck that shit up right now. Hopefully there's some rice left.
Well, you have your container you didn't bring to work.
Oh, yes. I'm about to fuck that up. Okay, perfect. All right. So I can't wait to share that with you. So be on the lookout for that because it will definitely happen on a Wednesday. Might be this Wednesday because I could still go get it because all the materials that it took to get this to really make it was cheap. So you'll need 1 ham steak, 1, if it's for a serving of 4 with seconds. For a serving of 4 with seconds, 1 ham steak, 1 onion, 1 green pepper. Chop that all up. You want the ham to be meaty though, because them fuckers shrink. So nice, really good bite-sized pieces. Finely chop your green onion. Finely chop your green pepper and your onion, and then in the bottom of a pan or a pot, you're going to use some oil, any type of neutral oil, and some garlic, the minced garlic. You can go with that, or you can mince yourself some garlic. I have a jar of it because I cut corners, so it was still just as good.
It was.
Put that up on there, let that sweat. I know a lot of people say to do it last, but baby, we Puerto Rican. We Puerto Rican, and baby, I'm from the barrio. I'm from the ghetto, and sometimes we do shit in reverse.
I'm gonna go take out Lucy so that way
Okay.
I can eat when we get done.
Yep. So once you do that, let that sweat. Then put in your you're gonna put in your onion, your green pepper, and let that cook through. Let that start to get a bit soft and to where the onions are almost translucent. Then you throw in your ham steaks, and then you throw in literally 2 cans of red kidney beans. Rinse them, but don't get rid of all the water. Just enough to where it looks like it's it's a little bit of water. Just a little bit. You'll know. It's not that hot. And then you dump all that up into a pot. Let that bitch cook for about 20 minutes. Right? Put some adobo in there, the adobo with the pepper, and some Mexican oregano. Bitch, that was delicious. And as far as the rice was concerned, it was just plain. Well, it was white rice, but I don't ever make plain white rice. It's just not in my DNA. So I always put sofrito, better than bouillon, and chicken bouillon. So I use those two as my water. With water, but it acts like a broth. Perfect with that. No need to salt it. No need to add anything more to it. It is perfect the exact way that it is. Delicious. And then once you finish your beans and once your rice is finished, just slop some rice up on a plate. Take about 2 spoonfuls of that bean. Oh my God. With all them vegetables and that ham, put that right up on top of it or combine it all together. Your choice. It is fucking delicious. Oh, and you also need sofrito. It's a cooking base. You can find it from Goya if you go to Mexican grocery stores or anything like that. Hopefully they would have it. You'll be able to find it. Just Google it. You'll be able to find it. I promise you're gonna find it. Unless you're out in the middle of nowhere and there is no Latin people. Because then you're gonna have to go to Amazon. If they do such a thing. I have never looked. There's always Mexican stores around here. So, but it's delicious. And I'm going to do that on a Wednesday. So I'm going to jump off of here because that sounds amazing. And I'm going to fuck it up before I have to go to bed and get ready for work again in the morning. So I love you guys. I will talk to you all soon. I'll do another cooking video about making sofrito because my sofrito's the shit. So I'm just going to say that. All right. I will talk to you all later. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye-bye. Bye. Go get some food.